Dear students, today we will discuss about the next family, that is Verbanaceae, and coming to its systematic position, it is coming under subclass Gamopetalae, series Bicarpellatae, order Labiales, and family Verbanaceae. So this family contains about 98 genera and 26,000 species. The plants are mostly restricted to tropical and subtropical region, but some species like Verbena, which is able to grow in temperate zones. So coming to the vegetative characters of this family, and most of them are confined to our area, especially in Trivandrum area we can expect much more number of species. So first we will discuss about the habit of the family members. That is, mostly they are annual or perennial herbs. For example, Stachyta fecta, that is, this one is the first one, that is Stachyta fecta. In Malayalam it is known by Krishnanili. Its Malayalam name is Krishnanili, that is Stachyta fecta, and some species are with white or purple flowers also. Normally this is with a blue color or purplish blue color, that's why it is in Malayalam it is known by name Krishnanili. And some of them are under shrubs. For example, Verbena, it is not confined to our area. It is growing in temperate or colder climatic conditions. Then some may be shrubs, Vitex negundo, that is Karinochi, in Malayalam it is Karinochi, and or large trees, that is Tectona, especially Tectona grandis, that is teak wood, or rarely woody climbers, or halophytes are also there, that is Avicennia is one of the example from this halophytic plants, that normally the halophytic plant which is near to this, growing near or in tropical shores. That is about its general habitat characteristics. That is to root, of course it is taproot and branched, and in case of Avicennia, that is breathing roots or pneumatophores are there. Okay, so that is in case of this habit and root structure, and this is the Tectona Avicennia, that is this mangrove or halophyte. Then coming to stem, and Duranda erecta and also Duranda plumeri is one of the commonest species found in our area, and stem is normally erect, herbaceous, or sometimes woody, that is young branch, quadrangular sometimes, and that is squarish stem. In some branches we can expect thorns. This is a thorn which is found in this Duranda species. Okay, so that is about a stem. Then leaves are normally simple, and in case of this Duranda it is opposite leaves, and in some other species we can expect alternate leaves. So simple or palmately or pinnately compound leaves. So normally pinnately compound leaf is of rare occurrence, that is here the example is Peronima canescens, and it is showing the pinnately compound leaf. Here we can see the pinnately compound leaves, and opposite or world phyllotaxy is also there, exstipulate condition, entire or sometimes divided. Here we can see this with a slightly toothed margin, it is not entire. If you are closely watching, the Duranda leaves are with the tooths. So here we can see there is no stipules, so this leaves are exstipulate. Okay, and next part, that is the floral characters. Here first we will discuss about the inflorescence. Here the photograph is the commonest plant, that is Clerodendrum infortunatum. In practical point of view, you can get this particular plant in practical examinations, that is Clerodendrum infortunatum, and in Malayalam it is called as Piravelam. That is coming to the inflorescence type, that is cymose or sometimes racemose spikes, often with an involucre of colored bracts. Sometimes this bracts may appear as more showy structures, and in case of cymose it is usually dicacial cymes. That is in Clerodendrum infortunatum we can see this, the dicacial cyme. Okay, and coming to flowers, flowers are zygomorphic due to the in some species it is the corolla is bilipped, so it is zygomorphic and bisexual or hermaphrodite, rarely unisexual. In case of this Aegiphylla, that is this and its young condition or bud condition it is bisexual, and on attains maturity we can see abortive mechanisms are occurring with the gynoecium. So the plants becomes unisexuals. Okay, and hypogynous and pentamerous or tetramerous. Then the species Physopsis, it is that is tetramerous. Rarely actinomorphic, that is this species Physopsis is actinomorphic and complete. And coming to the calyx, this is a closer view of the Duranda flower, that is the golden drops Duranda flowers, and this sepals 5-lobed, gamocephalous, and here we can see this petals, sepals, they are fused because of gamopetalae, and it is connate or bell shaped. Okay, here we can see this connate appearance, and or tubular, rarely 4 to 8 valvate, 4 to 8. It's a general thing, that is 4 to 8 sepals we can expect, valvate estivation and inferior. And corolla, this is also corolla of Duranda, that is here we can see 5 petals, and generally speaking 5 or 4 lobed, gamopetalous, petals unequal in size, tubular or cylindrical, bilipped. Okay, then imbricate estivation and inferior. And this LS of this Duranda erecta flower, and stamens 4. In case of 4 stamens we can see didynamous condition, and even though it is in pentamerous flowers that 5 stamen, 1 stamen is appeared as staminode. So there also we can expect didynamous condition. Didynamous condition means 4 stamens, among the 4, 2 is longer than the other 2. So it is didynamous. 5th stamen may be staminode or absent, rarely 5 present. That is, for example, in Tectona, that is in teak flower. Epipetalous, it's a characteristic of gamopetalae. Then bithecus, filaments free, dorsifixed stamens. That is it is the attachment on the lower portion in rows. Dehiscence through longitudinal cuts. Here we can see this didynamous condition, and 1 stamen, it is LS, so we can expect 2 stamens. 1 is longer, the other one is shorter. That is didynamous condition. And gynoecium, it is bicarpellary, syncarpous, rarely 4 carpels, that is Duranda, and 5 in the species Gensea. Then superior in early stage, and bilocular. It is in early stage, then it is sometimes it is divided into 4. Then axial placentation, or some rare occasion we can see free central placentation, that is in this Avicennia, that is that mangrove species, and the placentation is free central. Style terminal, stigma entire or bilobed. Here the stigma is bilobed. Okay. And coming to fruit type, that is normally drupe, schizocarpic, capsule enclosed by persistent calyx. Here this first one, it is the golden beets, Duranda plumeri species, These are drupes, and here we can see this teak. And teak persistent calyx is there, and in younger condition the calyx completely covers the fruits, and in maturity we can see it slowly split open and the fruits are exposed. That is the case of Tectona. And seed is endospermic, non-endospermic with a straight embryo. Pollination is endomophilous. Okay, this is a flower of Lantana camara. In Malayalam it is Natapuchedi, and it's a floral formula, zygomorphic, bisexual, calyx 5 it is gamo in condition, corolla 5, or sometimes it may be 4, and androecium 2+2, O5. Okay, 2+2 that means didynamous condition, 5 means that one is staminode. Gynoecium 2 carpellary condition, 2 carpels normal condition, but rarely some species is with the 4 carpels. Okay, and this is the taxonomic diagrams of the species Lantana camara, that is Natapuchedi. This is the twig, and this is the individual flower. We can see the petals are not uniform, it is with a different shape and a different size. So it is zygomorphic already. Here 2+2 stamen, base fixed, and by that is this corolla structure, and ovary, style stigma is bifid. Here we can see this floral diagram. Okay, so this is a case of Lantana camara. And next we will study about the economic importance of Verbanaceae. And this economic that is the most important economic importance is the timber value of this species. That is here this 2 species, that is the Tectona grandis, that is teak wood, and also Gemellina arborea, both are used as timber. And medicinal properties, the roots of clerodendron, that is Parabolum, are used in asthma and cough. The decoction of leaves of Lantana camara is given in tetanus and rheumatism. And the leaf juice of the timber species, that is Gemellina arborea, is used for the treatment of gonorrhea, cough and ulcers. Okay, so this is a Gemellina arborea, that is the leaves are which looks like Tectona grandis or teak wood leaves, and the fruits, flowers, and the species is with both medicinal properties and timber properties. And this is a Lantana camara, that is a Natapuchedi. And oil extraction, that is Lipia alba, produces a valuable oil. Tannin industry is also utilizing this Avicennia, bark of Avicennia. And febrifuge, that is the medicine which is using to reduce the temperature during fever, and this is generally called as febrifuge. And the leaves of Vitex negundo, that is Karinochi, it serves as febrifuge. So the branches of this plant are also kept over stored grains to keep off insects. It's an additional characteristic. Then ornamental purpose, that is garden plants. There are so many species which are growing as ornamental plants. Lantana camara, Verbena officinalis, Duranda, Congia tomendosa, Calicarpa, Clerodendron, Petraea. There are so many species. So some of them are here. That is, this is the Verbena officinalis, that is the Congia tomendosa, and it is a very common plant which is used as natural bouquet during the Christian marriages, and it is bridal. The common name is bridal bouquet. Okay, it appearing like bridal bouquet of Christian brides. Then this is a Clerodendron thompsoni, and it is commonly called as bleeding heart. Then in Malayalam it is Ammakarumbi Molu velumbi, mola molaru sundarikutti. And it is a common usage related to this, because here we can see the persistent calyx, which are white in color, and the calyx is somewhat blackish. That is saying that is this Amma Karumbi, Molu Velumbi, Mola Molaru Sundarikutti. Mola Mola is the actual flower, that is the red flowers here. So that is in English it is bleeding heart. Okay. And Clerodendron paniculatum, it is a Malayalam name is Krishna Kiridam. Okay. And also Arumasa Chedi, Arumasa Puva, like that. So these are the some of the ornamental species. There are so many others are there, and here many distinguishing characters. Well, we already discussed about the floral characteristics and vegetative characteristics. From all this, we can identify the Verbanaceae family members with some identification or diagnostic characteristics. They are that is most probably they are herbs, shrubs, trees, or very rarely climbers. And leaves are simple, rarely compound, opposite a world stipulate condition. Then inflorescence is normally cymose or racemose. Bracts are prominent. That is in Clerodendron thompsoni, we can see that white bracts or involucre of bracts. Flowers bisexual, zygomorphic, hypogynous, sepals 5 or 4, united, uniform. That is a distinguishing character. The sepals are equal and uniform. Then connate in a persistent bell-shaped or tubular calyx, 4 to 8 toothed calyx. Then petals 5 generally, and connate in bilabiate or bilipped or bell-shaped corolla with spreading limbs. Then stamens 4. If they are 4, they appear as didynamous condition, that is 2 plus 2, unequal, epipetalous, and sometimes 2 or 5. Then 5 means one will be staminode. Then bicarpellary, syncarpus, superior ovary, carpels 2, medianly placed, ovary 2 to 4, locular, that 2 to 4 chambered. Okay. Then placentation is axile, ovids 1 or 2 in each locule. Style terminal, simple or lobed. Stigma capitate or bilipped or forked. Fruits are usually drupaceous or drupes containing 4 or less clusters. One-seeded nutlets sometimes. Seeds non-endospermic, embryo appears as straight. So these are the diagnostic characters of this particular family. Then try to study the diagnostic characters and what are the specialities of this particular thing. And this is the first photo, that is the Stachytar fecta, that is the inflorescences, it is a spike. Okay. So try to study. If you are having any doubt, please ask. Okay. And at the time of floral studies, you can compare all these characters with this line diagrams. Okay. Thank you.